Hi, this is Ray Kaderli with the Results family of companies, and I'm here today to make a quick video that's an introduction and an invitation. The introduction is of a few things, of myself and the property that we're on, which is a farm that's recently been leased by me and my company, and an invitation to you, and we'll get to that in a minute. This is an introduction of myself, and this experience here is a convergence of several different careers, hobbies, and interests, and I want to introduce that, and I want to introduce the property and a few thoughts to you and see where you might come in and participate along the way. I've got some notes that I'm going to be following along here. I'll start with myself and how this is a convergence of several careers of mine. Recently, in years past, I was in the recycling industry, and where we would take in organic matter such as fallen trees, where people were trimming trees, things like that, and we made mulch and compost from other feedstocks that were out there that we gathered, and then we made a finished product. What I learned in the organics industry is just the impact that organics have on agriculture, and how sustainable practices can not only be the right thing to do, but that can also be the most profitable thing to do. And then recently, my main focus has been in real estate. Finding properties that can be where you can add value and create an investment and something that can earn money for the owners, and then that's what I do, is find those opportunities. Well, the agricultural and the real estate market have led me to this property where all of that can come together. Recently I was doing some research, and if you'll recall from the posting that I put on around New Year's, is to find some hobbies that interested you. One of the things I did was start to research things online that interested me instead of watching so many Netflix videos. And that might sound humorous, but it turned out to be quite a joy, and there's a lot of things that are fascinating out there that are online, and just a wonderful education, from things to cook to things to do, and I've enjoyed that, and I encourage you to do the same. But one of the things I started to learn about was sustainable agriculture and the practices that were out there. And a few of the things that I'll mention to you here, and some of the sources that I've looked upon, are Singing Frogs Farms in California, the Market Gardener, Jean-Martin Fortier in Canada, the Urban Farmer with Curtis Stone, Polyface Farms in Swoop, Virginia with Joel Salatin, just 3 hours south of here, or 2 hours south of here, and so very close in our own backyards. Regrarians with Darren Doherty, Growing Your Greens with John Kohler, Bill Mollison, the father of permaculture and the whole theories and prospects of permaculture and how you can create a food forest and manage land in a beneficial manner. Voices in Permaculture, good podcast put out by Diego. Elliot Coleman with Four Seasons Farms, a gardener up in Vermont, north of us, and a few others here. Johnny's Seeds, a good resource if you're gardening and wanting to do anything with a market garden. And other good friends with a passion similar to mine, that like getting out, like the outdoors, and being outside and enjoying yourself, but also it's a hobby that can not only be satisfying and exercise your creativity, get you in better health, but it could also make money, because if sustainable agriculture is not profitable, then it's not very sustainable. It's a charitable organization. So one of the things that we're doing is learning how to incorporate the different water resources, the different land resources that we have, and that leads me to the invitation. See if you fit one of these categories. Somebody who's very interested in land stewardship, somebody who likes to build a legacy of heritage on something that you do. Are you a landowner that would like to have something done with your land? What we like to do here is develop pilot programs that can also be done in other land areas. And we're looking to expand the land base that we have, that we can control and have an agricultural enterprise on that land, as well as make it a good fit for the land. A lot of people are reaching the age of retirement who are involved in agriculture and don't have a good solution coming around the corner for them, and that multi-generational transition of land ownership could be something that's in question, possibly in a tragedy. And if you've got a piece of land that you would like something done, please call us. If you're an investor who would like to know how to deploy capital into a venture of similar nature and make a profit for yourself, please call us. Most importantly, a farm is not a farm without a farmer. If you're a would-be farmer who would like an opportunity to deploy your effort, your energy, your passion into a piece of land in some sort of agriculture along these lines, then we would very much welcome you. And what we're looking to do is to plug all these puzzle pieces together. I'm going down my list to see who else we have. If you're a possible customer, if you would like to get the best grown and best raised food that you can provide for your family with sustainable, humane, integrity-driven practices, please call us, because that's something that bringing that to the marketplace is a big part of what we're going to do within the agriculture. It does no good to grow something and not be able to get it to the market. And so for anybody who would be involved in any part of the food chain, from production to distribution and management of that way and marketing, we'd like to hear from you, because we're exploring this and we're developing some business enterprises as well as just passions and interests, and we're having fun along the way. So we want to invite you. Contact us. The information's here on this video, and we'd be glad to hear from you. And we're going to leave this video up and see how it goes through the years, but the invitation will stand, and we look forward to seeing where it goes. And this is another part of the invitation. One of the things that we want to do here is create what's called a market garden, where on a small, hyper-intensive scale, you can garden vegetables in a very sustainable and profitable manner. Now, if you pan around, you'll see that this once was a garden, and it had a lot of things growing into it, but now it is just pasture, and we'd like to return it to that. And if you'll notice, the house that was right up above us, it was built in 1874 by the family. That's one of the things that's very important and dear to me, is the heritage and the legacy that's a part of a piece of property. And if you've got a piece of property that you want to preserve that heritage, then we want to do that as well, and then keep it productive and pass it on to several generations beyond. So I hope to bring out the market gardeners and see what we can do, because I personally don't want to be a farmer. I'd like to be a farmer of farmers and give the opportunity out there for others to come in and do what they love.